Howdy, hey folks, this is Jesse from Team SodaKan, and today I'm gonna showcase the deck that I took to Nationals this previous weekend. Just a quick little heads up on how I did. I did not make day 2, unfortunately. I did not end up with the best record. Looking back at the deck now, it's very unoptimized. There's a lot of things that I thought would have been good text, but they never worked out the way that I wanted. Also, Ice Wall is a hell of a card, but we all knew that. Anyway, obviously I took Jesmon, so let's get into it. For our babies, we run 2 Demimera and then 3 Baby Domon. So the reasoning behind the Demimera in general is just we run the new promo Guilmon, the world premiere promo Guilmon, as you'll see here in a minute. And so the Demimera is supposed to basically maybe help guarantee us to get a couple draws out of that instead of just one when we're swinging with it. Otherwise, it's an alright baby to run as well. Overall, I don't think that this in general was one of the bad techs that I had. I think this was a good idea actually. Going into the rookies, of course. It's Jesmon, so you have to play 4 Huckmon. I mean, that's kind of how archetypes work in Digimon at the moment, is if you're able to play 4 of something in the archetype, you might as well. Unless in certain cases, but I digress. Like I said, we're playing the world premiere promo Guilmon. We're playing 2 of it, you know. I tried it at 1, I just did not see it enough at 1. At 2, I see it plenty. And so, you know, that means I actually get to draw. We'd love to see it. We're playing 2 ST7 Guilmon. This I honestly did not feel come up enough. For whatever reason, I just did not feel like this came up enough, and it... oh well, it's not the end of the world. Biomon. Promo Biomon, you know, the OG promo Biomon, the one that came with the magazine thing. You know what I'm talking about? It's basically this, but it's honestly, now that I think of it, and I know my original deck profile for Jesmon, I said I didn't think it was that good. I think it's better. But hey, we learn as we play decks. Who would have thought? And then we're just running an additional 2 level ST1 Agus. It's whatever. It's just an additional power gain. It's not too necessary. You could either swap these out for a 2-drop, or like play these. But ST1 Agu, it was just additional power gain for when we can't get the power that we need. We're going to go over the Sistermons that we play real quick. We're playing 4 Blancs. I like the Blanc because, especially at 4, because, you know, it draws in blocker. We get ramp and we get blockers, typically. And we play only 2 CL. I don't think that this was a bad call as well. The CL, the memory gain, got shut off a lot because a lot of matches that we played were against Gabu Bond, and they were, you know, having the Madoki Betamon on board, and you know, it's fine. We have easy ways to remove Madoki, but the additional 1 memory, you know, it came up, but it did not come up enough to warrant being like, oh no, I should have played this at 3 and done this. No, I think that this was a good call for how the deck was built. Level 4s. Some might think it's controversial, some might not. For ST1, Greymon, you know, it's ideally what you want under the Jesmon. Otherwise, it just feels like you're essentially playing Lord Nightmon, swinging for only one check and not getting the benefits of playing a yellow deck. So that's why we're playing 4 of this. We're only playing 3 Bauhakmon. This is where I kind of question things a little bit, because we were seeing an issue of not drawing like a level 4 or not being able to get into a level 4, and then not hitting this off of our Huckmons often enough. So I definitely think I would take one of these 2 Monochromons that we ran and only run 1 Monochromon and play another Bauhakmon. Because, you know, the Sistermons, we can essentially count those as our blockers. So that's already 6 blockers. This makes us 7. We're starting to look like a black deck at that point. Level 5s. It ain't hit yet, so we play him 4 of the Broken Boy. You know, playing a Sistermon out for free on Digivolve is nice, but it's not super important, so that's why we're so okay evolving this into the breeding area as well. And it is essentially just, you know, similar to the BT3 Pyojimon that will unsuspend Imperialjimon. But this just has a stipulation of having a Sistermon in play, which overall, you know, kind of more broken, kind of busted, I ain't even gonna lie. Here's the other tech that I really don't think I was about. 2 Groundramon. Sure, it's cheap and it's turbo. I never really saw the need for it. I think I would rather play more Voltramon, and honestly, only play like 1 more. Play 6 level 5s. You know, it did not come up enough. But the primary reason that we play 7 level 5s is because we play 5 level 6s. Of course, Jesmon, so we're playing 4 Jesmon. Jesmon go burr, attack, unsuspend, pierce, play, all that fun stuff. We're also playing 1 ST7 Gallantmon. I don't think that this was bad at all. It actually came up, you know, with BT1 Tai and ST1 Greymon under there. We were swinging for entire stacks at some points during the games. Because typically by the time we're into our level 6, we've already swung for at least 1 security and all that fun stuff. So this swing for +3, that's the rest of the stack, all that, and then we can Blitz Omni for game, and I did have that come up a couple of times. But yeah, so 4, 1, 2. I feel like that's pretty standard. We don't play any Goonimons, which is something that I was thinking I might have been missing a little. So maybe not even play a 4th Bauhakmon, but instead replace the Monochrome with an Aguni, or replace the both Monocros with 1 Bao and then 1 Aguni. That's, you know, an idea for later on down the line. But our options and tamers, so we'll just go over the tamers real quick. We only play 2 Tai. There are Jesmon lists that only play 1 Tai. I understand it. I did also have a situation of having 2 Tais out and then swinging with the Gallantmon for +4 and then taking out the entire stack that way. But I get it. I want to see my memory setter. That's why I play multiple copies of it. But memory setters aren't the most important thing. When you have red memory boost, we play 3 of it. You know, it just does its thing. The bad thing is Madoki and Gazimon. Because, you know, I saw a lot of Gabubons, saw a good amount of Lilith Loop. super proud that Lilith got third place. It was guaranteed third place. It was a mirror match for that match, but hey, I love to see it. I'm a big fan of Lilith. We played two Judgment of the Blade. Honestly, this is something that I would even argue not even, like, obviously run it because its security skill is insane, but this is something I wouldn't have even been mad about, like, playing at 1. I actually would use Judgment of the Blade to choke my opponent at 1 memory sometimes, just because it's, you know, while it's nice to swing over things, it's not that important to me. And then to A Delicate Plan. A Delicate Plan is a super good card and made all the security control matches I had a breeze. But hey, that's it. Also, this is essentially the same setup that I used to play the tournament with. You know, just different mat and whatnot, and a little less zoomed out, and a different microphone. But that's it, y'all. This was the Jesmon list that I took to Nationals. Again, did not day 2, but it looks like only 1 Jesmon listed day 2'd. So I can't be too mad. Ice Wall is a hell of a card. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.